Public schools are reopening soon, and today Miami-Dade gave us a sneak peek at how things will look like when they welcome back students. But health experts say although the pandemic numbers have improved enough to reopen safely, there are still critical steps that must be taken first. Ari Adzer joins us now live to discuss all of this with us. Very complicated, Ari.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts here, Jackie. So today there was a pivotal meeting of the district's reopening task force that was held this afternoon. And the health experts on that task force approved of the district's plans for all kinds of upgrades on campuses, like making sure that the ACs are working properly and the ventilation is better, social distancing measures, sanitizing protocols, making sure everybody's wearing a facial covering. All of that they're good with and more. But there seems to be a little bit of doubt as to whether or not contact tracing is going to be rigorous enough to stop an outbreak. This is what they're saying it will look like. The school district made this video simulating the daily pattern for kids going to a reopened Miami-Dade County Public School.
To ensure the safety of our students and employees, we are requiring face covering while riding the school bus.
The first one, obviously, is the projected positivity rates. The next is the hospital admissions rates.
Infectious disease expert Dr. Eileen Marty is part of the task force advising the school district on reopening.
I know that the superintendent is doing everything he can to make this work. I also know that there are humongous challenges in order to get to where we truly need to be to make it work.
Today's task force meeting kept coming back to one critical issue: contact tracing.
The swifter return of test results is critically important. That is why the collaboration with the health department in terms of contact tracing through their investigators is so critically important.
Those kind of things have to be implemented in order to make it work. And this contact tracing thing, if we don't have that fixed, it's a no-go.
Meanwhile, the Archdiocese of Miami's Catholic schools, which serve 30,000 students, are reopening in phases starting next Wednesday, following CDC guidelines.
This is going to require a bit of adaptation because we're not returning to normal.
It cannot be overstated the social, personal responsibility that we all need to observe, particularly the students, as they return to the school.
And that message about personal responsibility and family responsibility holds true, of course, for parochial or public schools. And it's why Dr. Marty is nervous about the contact tracing situation, because she says right now the public is largely failing at it. When contact tracers call, often those calls are not returned or people don't cooperate. She also said something else that's interesting. She says as long as everybody's wearing a mask, the desks don't have to be 6 feet apart. They can be 3 feet apart to prevent transmission. So now the task force presents its recommendations to the school board on Monday, and then we'll see what date they choose to reopen the schools. Could be October 5th, just like Broward. We'll have to wait and see. We're live in Northeast Dade. Ari Adzer, NBC6 News.